Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. Very pleased to be bringing you tonight's Open Arena tournament. We have got this action kicking off on GSL's Daybreak. It is going to be Mistakes and FiNaOSpiffy. So Mistakes, kind of an interesting name here, but it is going to be a Zerg vs Terran here. Spiffy I know quite a bit about. I've seen him play on numerous occasions. He is a phenomenal player. Tons and tons of fun to watch. Mistakes, however, is relatively new to me, but looks like he is not making any mistakes quite yet. Nice split there. Looks like he is on the ball so far moving forward. Well, we'll keep track of these guys. I'll tell you, we got to make sure that their names, especially here for mistakes, we don't want his name to be his playstyle, because that would actually not be a very good deal. But FiNaOSpiffy is going to be our blue Terran up here on the top right hand side. On the bottom left is mistakes. He is spawning as our yellow Zerg. So two-player map here in Daybreak. I actually still like this map quite a bit. It is going to continue in our map pool, but I want to mention real quick that our map pool is changing a little bit. We're going to drop a couple maps, add a couple new ones. You might be pleased to note that we are adding Cloud Kingdom to our map pool soon, as well as Metropolis. So if you like those maps, consider yourself blessed, I guess. We're going to have some good old matches on those coming up pretty soon. So I'm pretty pleased about that. I actually do quite like the Cloud Kingdom map. Tends to be a pretty nice little map, actually. It's very defensible for your second base. That's one of the best parts about it. And it looks like Spiffy is going for a wall off here. He's going to toss down his barracks. Standard opener thus far. Over here at Mistakes base, we do have what appears to be a 15 hatch, I'm thinking. 15 hatch looks like it's going to go down here in just a moment. Yes, he is. He's got his drone headed out that way. Also an Overlord. Smart play here. Always want to do that. You want to keep your Overlord in good placement here so that you gain vision of this area. You don't want to get bunker rushed without knowing about it. Something you want to be able to react to as quickly as possible. Hatchery has gone down for mistakes. So far, he has not made any. Appears to be in just fine shape. And the barracks for Spiffy is about to be complete as well. So interesting note, side note here, while we've got just a few moments, how many people have changed their names since the new free name change that Blizzard gave us. It has been extremely interesting to see some of the new names that people have come up with. Effort, one of our all-time favorite players, he has renamed himself to Bug Rancher. Maui Mallard, one of our team players, has renamed himself to Srirachi. Hope I'm saying that right, but yeah, let me know out on the live stream some of the other interesting new names that you guys have seen. I'd be interested to hear some of the other interesting name changes. Now, it looks like Spiffy is going to be working on a bunker. Mistakes not responding quite yet. We'll see how he's going to move forward here, but he has not pulled drones to deal with these guys quite yet. Oh, here he is. There he is. A little bit late potentially here, but hopefully not too bad. We'll see if he's going to be able to get the kill on this SCV. In time, it looks iffy. Oh my goodness, now that is close. And Spiffy says, "Aww." Nicely done there from Mistakes, taking that down as quickly as possible. He does have a couple lings now out on the field. We're probably going to see a cancel on this bunker at this point. He's like, man, it's so close to being done. He's like, I'll get in there anyway. Zerglings here. A couple more now going to be out on the field, and he's just waiting for that. Smart play here for Mistakes. He's just biding his time. He doesn't want to lose any of these units. Keeping track of all of his lings at this point. There's your cancel from Spiffy, and he is going to be transitioning from that aggression into an expansion. He's got his command center about to complete, and looks like a whole bunch more racks. So he's going Mass Marine here early in this game. See how he's going to fare with that, but so far so good. Looks like the economic lead, however, is going to go in favor. Well, no, it's really in favor of Spiffy still. I mean, those mules do make up so much difference. Basically, they're like 3.5 to 4 SCVs all rolled into one. But solid economy here for Mistakes. He did not really endure too much damage from that early aggression. And he hasn't had to overcommit himself to Zerglings at this point. He is trying to come in here for some scouting, which is always a smart idea. But the Marines do pick him off. Good snipe there from Spiffy. Looks like he is going to have that orbital command up and running here in just a moment, and continuing to pump out Marines here. Did grab 2 more gas, so I'm expecting to see a couple tech labs go down here in a reactor potentially. Reactors or tech labs or both. We'll see which it's going to be. At least one tech lab. It's going to start getting some upgrades here, I would assume. Nothing quite yet. He is going to take his expansion first. Not too bad. Now, tech-wise, 4 mistakes. We do have an Evo chamber going down, and he is going to complete that metabolic speed boost. Getting that Zergling speed will be extremely helpful as he moves forward. This Overlord is out of position here. He does get taken out. Brutal. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go, says that Overlord. We do have a bunker going down here for some static defense for Spiffy, and he is continuing to pump out just Marines at this point. He did grab his tech lab. Notice no production like Reapers or Marauders or anything at this point. But he is grabbing his stim pack, so going to stick with those Marines for now, and he's going to grab out that factory. Looks like he's going to go standard Marine tank play here, and here comes a good bunch of Lings. A little bit of scouting going on. From Mistakes wants to see the composition of the army #1 and the strength of it, and it's a pretty strong position defensively here, but he doesn't want to move out quite yet until he gets those tanks up and running. Now we do have a starport going down, which will enable Spiffy to do some drops and get out those medevacs to heal these Marines up, making them that much more effective. But Mistakes gearing up for, I would assume he's going to gear up for either a third base or an attack here in just a few moments, but he is going to grab some new tech. Going to grab his lair right now. Maybe going to see Spire come out of him here in just a few moments. In the meantime, he is going to be picking up that Baneling Nest, so that's nice new tech there as well. Could go for a small Baneling bust, but Banelings are super effective at just killing Marines. Looks like some Banelings are coming in right now. And there's your third, 4 mistakes. So nice timing there. I think this is a great time for him to go ahead and grab the third, especially since he hasn't really endured any attacks from Spiffy. Spiffy, though, is gearing up for a pretty large force and going to grab out some more upgrades for his Marines. +1 infantry weapons is on the way. Looking really solid. And there's your starport. It is on a reactor, but no tanks from him. He's just going mass Marine at this point. There's the tech lab. So he's going to get the tanks out, but it's a little bit later than we may have expected. But Spiffy knows what he's doing. He's playing very defensively, and you don't necessarily need those tanks early on if you've got a good wall off here. But we're going to go see a drop. It looks like maybe 2 medevacs. Nope, just 1 for now. Maybe they're going to go in different directions. Yes, they are. 2-pronged attack incoming from Spiffy. I love this guy, man. So much fun. You got to love those 2-pronged attacks. This one is scouted right away. Mistake's probably going to know that's headed his way. See how he's going to respond there. Now he does have a Spire going down. It is about to be complete. He's also picking up a macro hatch. But we're going to see some Mutalisks out on the field. Now if the Mutas do get in position soon enough, which doesn't look like they'll quite be able to. He's going to get some in production right now. 6 of them went into production right away. But these medevacs are about to hit their destination, which means the Marines will be droppable ASAP. Going to put those early Mutas actually in a little bit of risk in some respects. Does see the third. Looks like we're going to see a drop here. And nothing going on though. There we go. There we go. There goes the stim. And it looks like the Mutas are going to chase these guys down. Got to drop these guys immediately. A couple of the Marines do make it out. Do a little bit of damage, but not tons. Looks like this medevac did get cleaned up. That drop did get cleaned out. Only 2 of those remain as well. So, man, brutal. Nicely done there from Mistakes. And he's not made any mistakes yet, so we'll keep track of that. I'm saying 0 mistakes at this point. I mean, at least nothing big, you know what I mean? Nothing that we've noticed, especially a low-level player like myself. But good defenses here. We do have those missile turrets taken out. Looks like 1 Mutalisk and 1 of them about to die. Actually, 2 of them about to die there. And some Stim Marines cruising around here. Looks like he is going to play very defensively for the moment, which is a smart idea since he did take some damage or take some serious losses there in those drops. Didn't go as well as he'd planned, I'd wager. Couple more Mutas going down. Nice defenses from Spiffy. Looking really solid. Looks like some more Mutas are going to join that little pack there. Starting to have a pretty decent amount. Only 9 out on the field. It's because he's taken a couple extra losses that maybe shouldn't have actually taken. So maybe we won't chalk that up as a mistake quite yet, but that's alright. He's still doing just fine. Here comes the rest of your Mutas, and is he going to go in for another pass? There's still plenty of Marines here, so I don't know if it's going to be super effective. one muta down. They are only picking off a couple of those Marines, so gotta be careful. Let's see how many he's got left now. Units tab shows he's down to 8 again on those Mutalisks, and he's gonna have some Infestors out on the field. I like this Infestor switch from him. That's gonna make it a little bit easier to deal with these Marines, especially with his Banelings. Stop those Marines in their tracks, get some Banelings up in their face. Always a good idea, but it looks like Spiffy is going to start moving forward here. He's got a lot of medevacs out on the field, a good bunch of tanks. He is going to unsiege 4 of them here and take 4 with, taking his 3rd base in the meantime, and he's got a good bunch of Marines here. Could do a lot of damage. It depends on positioning, obviously, and some micro. We'll see how Mistakes is going to respond here, but he's got a lot of Banelings and a lot of Lings, so getting a surround here might be relatively easy, especially considering there's only the 4 tanks, so he's not going to really be able to blast all these guys into oblivion super quickly. We do have a small drop going down here from Spiffy. He's waiting for this hatchery to complete, it appears, so that he can take it down. I'm going to have Mistakes take a serious loss here, but he is going to go. Oh, he's going in a little bit early and just going to force the cancel. Oh, it's completing, and is it going to go down? It does. It does indeed go down. Mistakes does take the entire loss there. Only 300 minerals lost, however. Actually, 350, but Spiffy did lose 8 Marines, and that adds up pretty high as well. So he did stall the production of another base, however. Every little bit is going to count there. But Spiffy, with his main army, actually didn't fare so well. It looks like we missed that engagement there just a little bit. I do apologize for that. And looks like Mistakes in pretty solid shape. Do we have good defenses here for Spiffy at the back? Got a couple tanks. Looks like he's going to start getting these guys sieged up. But Mistakes in phenomenal shape here. He's got a humongous army. Look at all these Lings. Is he going to go for some more Banelings? We only got a couple here. But wow, the amount of Infestors here is great. Just the 4, but that should be plenty. Should be plenty. Looks like a little bit of a run by going down here for your mutas, and they've got to figure out how to kill off this Zergling. Not going to be able to land. There is indeed a Zergling hiding under the ground there. Here comes a couple more of your Marines, and here comes the main force from Mistakes, moving right up in there. These tanks in okay position, but they're going to go down fairly quickly, and Spiffy doesn't have enough defenses, I think, at this point, and Mistakes may be able to take this win down right here, right now. The bunker does go down. Still a lot of Banelings back here in the back, and this mineral line is going to be in severe trouble here in just a moment. A lot of infested Terran going up in the main, and there's your GG from Spiffy. Mistakes taking it down in phenomenal style. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt tab, always alt Starcraft. We'll see you guys in the next game.